Hey everybody, welcome to this video. This is a little introduction video about SD107 and myself. I just figured as you take this class online, it might be a little nicer to have a face to go with the name that you'll see, but I'm your instructor, Derek Knoll. You can call me Derek. If we were in person and you called me Mr. Knoll or uh, anything else, it might be kind of weird. So just call me by my first name. I'm an instructor here at Lewis Clark State College. I teach these student development classes. I teach some English classes. I teach at a workforce training, and I am actually a high school English teacher, which is why I am teaching this online and not in front of you, which is also probably why you're taking it online. Some of you might not even be on campus. But if there's any class to wet your whistle on, if there's any class to take online, it would be this class, this student development class. This is a great way to introduce yourself to what it's like to go to school online. It's a good way to introduce yourself to Canvas, which is the platform that we use for this class. And it's just a good way in general to learn how to use the technology that's required to use an online class. Maybe you've never uploaded a Word document before or uploaded anything before. This is a good class to cut your teeth on. SD107 is student development. This is a class that'll help you orientate yourself while you're adjusting to college life. Think of it as how to go to college 101, which you might be sitting there thinking like, well, I don't need this. I'm a grown adult and I don't need to take a class like that. But I can assure you this class did not exist while I went to school. I graduated in 2014 from LC and this class did not exist. And I'll admit it was kind of hard to navigate school at first. I didn't know about the writing center. I didn't know about any of the other tutoring centers or any of the resources that LC had to offer. So I kind of wish this would have existed when I would have went there, and maybe I wouldn't have been so scared for my first year. As far as this class goes, or any course, this has potential to be a fairly easy course as long as you're self-motivated and willing to work to turn in the assignments to get a passing grade in this class. This class is not pass fail. It's that there you can look in the syllabus. There is a grade for this class, but I want you to kind of think of it as almost pass fail. If you don't do anything, you can't pass this class. If you do all of the stuff, if you give a good effort on all of the stuff and you turn it all in, you're going to pass this class. I have rarely failed anybody in an SD class, but it has happened. And those people didn't do anything or just didn't do enough. The easiest way to navigate this course is to go click on the modules tab, but you can do it any way you want. But how I like it is I go to the modules tab. You'll notice the first few sections in the tabs are basically resources for how to use Canvas or what resources are available to you at Lewis Clark State College. You'll see the first actual assignments are found under week 1. You can also see that I went in and added due dates for each week. I already did that in advance, so you know where everything is due. But a rule of thumb for my class is that everything is due the coming Saturday at midnight. So school started today, which I posted stuff yesterday, but classes will start on Sundays. So you can start turning in assignments on Sundays, but they're not due to the following Saturday. And you'll see that on there. Couple rules for my class, not really rules, just really good kind of guidelines and this is really the biggest one actually, is that make sure you turn in an assignment. Zeros are zero, zeros are F's. F's are bad. Spoiler alert, you will fail with F's. If you turn in the assignments and I can see that you worked on them and put in the effort, you get a good grade. There's really a lot of A's in SD107, and there's some F's in SD107. There's B's and C's too, but that's if you're not turning in. If your grade's sitting at a C or a D, you probably aren't turning in near enough assignments. The other thing to know with this class is that you'll want to make sure you download and use the student handbook that goes with this class. Everything is going to be in that handbook. If you go to modules, you go to week 1, you'll see what the content area is, and then you flip open that book, you'll find it in there, and that's where it's going to be corresponding with. And each week works with that. This is a very much a DIY class, except for I'll be here to help you. So it's not completely DIY. We're not Home Depot. I'm there. I'm here. You can email me. My email is djnoel@lcsc.edu. I also have a djnoel@lcmail.lcsc.edu. I check both of them. If you reach out and need help, I can help you. Sometimes you might need help turning in an assignment. You haven't figured it out. Like, for instance, if you're going to school online only and you don't have a physical copy of the handbooks, you're not able to write it in there and then scan it or take a picture and send it in, which you can do. You can submit assignments that way. You might be using the PDF or the Word document version of the handbook to do those assignments. But a lot of them are going to be in the handbook. You do the assignment, then you submit it online. Then I look at it and grade it. We're all happy, and we have a pizza party. Well, maybe we don't have a pizza party. We might have a pizza party eventually. Who knows? I don't know how an online pizza party works, but maybe we'll do a Zoom one. I'll figure it out. See here. If I'm trying to think of everything I can, your peer mentor for this class is Kaylin Youngman. Throughout the semester, Kaylin will be checking in with students, and you should consider them a resource as well as me. If you can't get a hold of me, get a hold of Kaylin. Also, Kaylin has an office on campus. All of your peer mentors do, and they should be reaching out with you. You definitely want to utilize your peer mentor. They've been in the, first off, they've taken this class. They can't be a peer mentor unless they take this class, so they know what it's supposed to be like. Secondly, they have already spent at least their freshman year in college, so they understand that maybe those first few steps could be a little scary or a little hectic, and this is a person that you can reach out to and talk to. And from my experience, all the peer mentors are really well trained and they are really helpful. So, and Kaylin is no exception. Perfect. Good. Does great work. Already reached out. Great student. See here. Trying to think of other stuff. I have a list here. The biggest thing is just to make sure that you reach out if you need my help, okay? And no question is stupid. Just email me and I'll answer your questions. But a lot of it's going to come down to like, how do I submit this assignment? Or I didn't submit the assignment in week 1 and now we're in week 7. Can I turn it in? You'll notice that my assignments on this Canvas class never expire. I always allow students to turn in late work in this class.
Oh, I like that.
I do too. It's a really good system I have. Now, when you're in your other Canvas courses, it might not be the same way. So just because that's my expectation, it might not be the same way with your other classes. The reason why I like it to be that way is because this is a way for you and me to start off the year with you learning how to use Canvas and how to turn in assignments and how to be a freshman here at Lewis Clark State College. So with that said, I don't think I have anything else. I want to try to post a video once every couple weeks. But if you feel like you haven't seen a video, it probably means you're all doing pretty good. The biggest thing is make sure you get that handbook, you study it, look at the syllabus, and then go to the modules and start going through those weeks, and you can turn in assignments. You can start working on stuff. If you turn in assignments and they're blank, it won't be a 0, but it won't be a great grade. I do want to see some effort on some of these assignments, on all of these assignments. Put effort in them. Do the effort part of the assignments, and I will grade them. But everything is private, so if it's asking you, of like for the goal setting assignment, for instance, your other classmates don't have to see it. You could just send it to me. You don't have to make it public. Okay. So, Derek Knoll, djnoel@lcsc.edu or djnoel@lcmail.lcsc.edu. I don't have a phone that you could call me on, but you can email me. I don't have office hours, but we can meet through Zoom. I have Zoom set up here at my house. I have Zoom set up in my classroom at the high school. I can meet anytime after 3:30, Monday through Friday. Otherwise, Have a great semester. I hope you had a great first day of school, and I hope you have a great first week of school. Go Warriors.